Great to have you back on my channel, Divine Empress Messages, or if you're new here, welcome. And today we have a Your Next Relationship pick a card reading. So to find out everything about your next relationship, you're in the right place. So today we are looking who's your next boyfriend or girlfriend, how will you meet, and when are you likely to meet, and the strengths and weaknesses of your relationship and the potential outcome, as well as a bunch of advice. So please here choose one of these three images or between numbers 1 to 3, and once you're decided, scroll down to the description box and click the timestamp to your specific reading, and see you there. Welcome to your next relationship pick a card reading for all of you who chose pile 1. So let's get started and find out who is your next boyfriend or girlfriend. And we have the Queen of Swords. So your next relationship could be with an air sign, so a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. So they are highly intellectual, I would say, very good communicators, and they are very decisive, and they know what they want and what they don't want in their life. So they could be working in communicative fields, or they could be writers, or they could be, they could even be like bosses and stuff like that, because they have to be kind of good communicators and stuff like that. So it's likely they are someone who likes to connect on an intellectual level, and they enjoy conversations or messaging, via WhatsApp, or, however you like to keep in touch. They might enjoy talking on the phone, and you are likely to be calling each other. Even if you are not able to meet every day, you are gonna keep in touch very well, because this air sign is very likely to, very good communicators and love to keep in touch and stuff like that. They are also like good decision makers, I would say, because the Queen of Swords is like they know how to cut through the BS, and they know what serves them and what doesn't, and they aren't afraid of making decisions. So this is actually, I would say, very good partner to have, someone who is kind of mature like the Queen of Swords is. So yeah, there's some information who they are. Then let's ask how will you recognize them, especially 8 of Wands. So I would say how you will recognize them is they're gonna ask you out a lot. So this is someone quite eager to see you, hear from you, and especially when we have the air sign and then the 8 of Wands, I see a lot of communication, a lot of dates, a lot of messages and calling, and this is a very good sign for you. So someone who's really makes an effort and makes plans to take you on dates, and ask you how are you and stuff like that. That's how you're gonna recognize them. Also, they could enjoy traveling, or they could have a lot of like goals that they like to attain, like many projects and that they're working on. So they could be like someone who has a lot going on, and they like to achieve a lot of goals. So there's another sign for you. And then how or where will you likely meet? So we have the 6 of Wands. What an interesting card. So this is about victory and being recognized and stuff like that. So you could meet maybe in a parade, I would say, because they are on a horse, and then we have kind of these fans over here. You could even meet in a concert where there's someone famous, someone that everyone notices. Maybe you, could be a concert or anything like that. Or then it can be anything where there's someone kind of victorious. They could be a speaker, like someone who is like a public speaker, maybe. This could be a sign for some of you. They could be somebody who is kind of, presents to the public and stuff like that. People listen to them, people notice them. And so it could be someone like that who is kind of a little bit of public figure. It could be someone in your company if you're in the working life. They could be a manager, or higher up, someone that people look up to and seek for answers and stuff like that. So it could be even in the workplace if it's somebody like that, higher up than you. And so then we are talking about victory. So I feel like it could even be in a casino, or something like a what's kind of an amusement park where kind of there's games and fun things like that, where you could kind of play and win money or any other type of kind of fun prize. So it could be something like that. Also, I see a message that they could maybe take you out on a date to an amusement park, and maybe they want to try and win you something, from a game, or they really want to impress you. They want to be seen, um, as the best option out there, the best man for you or a woman for you. So they really want to kind of stand out. If they're a man, maybe they want to show that they are really good in sports or winning games, or if they're a woman, maybe they want to look really good, be the prettiest and stuff like that. So want to be noticed. So I feel like you are going to meet in a place, or he's going to ask you on a date to a place where he can kind of shine, and they can kind of show off their talents or anything like that. So sounds actually pretty fun, and maybe very fun first date or place to meet. So it's likely how you're gonna meet is someplace where you're having a good time. I definitely see high spirits in this card, and yeah, there could be someone kind of popular around. And when are you likely to meet your next relationship? So we have the oh no, lost of words, but anyway, this is about balance. So I would say we are having Libra energy again. So yeah, Justice card, now I got it. So this could be in October, because Libras have their birthday in then, so October could be one, or when there's some kind of balance going on, once you are able to balance something in your life, or stuff like that. Very kind of, I would say, calm time period, and not much kind of upheavals or anything like that. Things are working out and people are playing by the book. So that's like when you're gonna meet. So, and October as a month, I would see, is really a good one as well. And then we have the kind of legal aspect here. So it could be something happening in the legal field, or something on a kind of bigger kind of societal scale, an event there or something like that could be a good time as well. So yeah, maybe, yeah, I would look at a time when you really feel kind of balanced out in your life. So that's very likely when you're going to meet, kind of peaceful time frame. And that's often how energies work, at least very often, because then you are kind of open to receive. Then let's see the strength of your relationship. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like the strength of your relationship is having patience and knowing how to nurture and grow the relationship like over time. So you have one piece here, and then you're kind of having the plan on how to move forward. So I would say this is a relationship that's going to move forward in a very kind of slow and step-by-step type of pace. And then as well, we have this big crop over here, so it's likely to be a very abundant relationship over time. And then the challenge of your relationship, we have the world. So the world could be, maybe one of you have to travel a lot, and maybe you have some time apart, and that could be the challenge, how to maintain the relationship. And for some of you, it could be a long distance relationship. That can of course be a little bit of a challenge as well. Then the world card could be kind of, maybe you come from different backgrounds, like you have different cultural backgrounds or different kind of religions or beliefs or stuff like that. It could be like that, or something like a little bit of a kind of socio-economical difference could be. So you feel like you are from two different worlds maybe, but opposites attract, and even if he's kind of wealthier than you, it usually doesn't really matter when it's that way around. So yeah, there could be something like that. And even some cycles, maybe you could have a little bit of a trouble to end the cycle and then move on to the next phase. So even if you have this kind of plan, maybe there might be some hindrances or tying loose knots. But I would see more like this cultural or kind of distance stuff like that, more of the challenge. And then the potential of your relationship, we have the moon. So the potential, I would say, your relationship could be highly romantic, kind of mysterious. There could be some jealousy issues or some kind of something like that, obsession maybe, because this is the moon, they also have that. But I would say moon is about romance, so very likely strong emotions will be at play in your relationship, very deep emotions and a lot of kind of, yeah, deeper knowing inside of each other, you know. So stuff like that. So that's the potential, highly romantic, and this is a major arcana, so it's likely there's gonna be a big lesson for you to learn in this relationship. And yeah, I would say there's going to be some secrecy regarding your relationship. It's going to be maybe you are very private about your relationship, or you know, you're just, you know, you focus on each other. You're not gonna go out and tell everyone your stuff. So I think that's wise as well. So let's see some love advice. We have new love. Embrace the opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So yeah, this is definitely a new person you haven't dated before. Could be you meet them through work. So yeah, could be kind of fun activity with your co-workers or with your, you know, yeah, you know, business, even a summer party. So that could be one hint how you could meet them. And yes, definitely somebody new. Just know that it's not gonna be an ex coming back to you. So that's how I feel it's going to be. And yeah, very good information. Now let's see this one. Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So so you kind of know each other from previous lifetimes. I kind of see this coming out of her kind of third eye chakra here, and then we have this sort of family here. So I feel like maybe you had a family in your previous lifetime, and yeah, and look how they are kind of holding each other's hands. I love these cards because they are so multifaceted. There's so much to see. So you definitely kind of, yeah, recognize each other. So I feel like that could even be the moon energy, you know, that instant knowing of each other. You don't need to talk a lot, you know, even if they are a great communicator. It's kind of also a mental connection like that. And yeah, a spiritual connection. So that's always very deep and highly strong, like soulmate energy. Could even be twin flame energy, so something like that it's gonna be. So this is highly likely very destined relationship. So then we have cancel, clear, delete. Usually positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. So now it's very important for you to focus on your thoughts, that they are good ones, because right now your thoughts are manifesting real fast. So whatever you're thinking about your love life, it's going to happen like this. So if you have any kind of negative thoughts from before, you can literally say cancel, clear, and delete in your mind, and use your left hand to kind of swipe the negative thoughts away, kind of cancel, clear, delete. And if you say this 3 times, cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete, that's how you're gonna send the thoughts and negative energies away. So use that with you. And yeah, and of course ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking, because you can't go into a new relationship with having kind of blaming them for, you know, stuff someone else did in the past. So now it's important for you to do anything that clears your energy and cuts the cords from your past relationship, especially if it kind of ended on a bad note. So take heed of this. Then we have surrender and release. So yeah, I feel like that goes with the last card, you know, surrender and release what no longer serves you, and, you know, let go of your past relationships and things that are broken. Just let it pour all out. So if you need to cry, just do it. It's going to help you, you know, surrender and release. And as well, I feel like this new relationship is going to help you surrender and release, previous baggage in your life. So, that way it's going to be a very healing connection for you. And then we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So yeah, I feel like your next relationship could very well be someone you are meant to build together, kind of laying a foundation for your life. So it could be a long-term partner, I would say. Very likely you could have a home together, you could have a family together, stuff like that, building kind of a new foundation for your lives with this person. So definitely a life partner energy I see for you in your next relationship, pile one. Then we have peaceful resolution. So that's really good. So I see this relationship going forward very well. You are really good at communicating, and if you have any arguments, they are very likely to come to a peaceful resolution. You know how to communicate, you understand each other, you listen to each other, and stuff like that. And even if your relationship ever ends, it's going to end, on a peaceful note. So you are likely going to stay friends, and you have that respect for each other always. So I would say this is a very, very mature relationship in that sense. But more so, I feel like this person is someone who brings peace into your life. You feel like your life is definitely like it's a treasure. You have this kind of rainbow here, so there's always a treasure on the other side, so they say. So this relationship is a big treasure for you, and very peaceful life with this person. And they could be a peaceful personality, even if they have this side where they want to kind of impress you. It's in a playful way, I would say. And yeah, absolutely beautiful card. And then we have a timing card. We have take action. So yeah, since your thoughts are manifesting really soon, or very likely now, it's actually a time for you to take action, to move forward, to make this relationship happen. So if you had any thoughts to attend any events, especially if they're fun ones, having good time, just go for it and get yourself out there. Or if you are looking to make yourself look more attractive, just go for it. Have a new haircut, maybe buy a new nice outfit that you feel confident in. Or if you want to have an online dating profile, just go for it. So there is currently now something you can proactively do to attract this relationship, this new person into your life. So the advice and the timing for you is take action. So kind of now is a good time for you to go for it, because I feel like this relationship is coming in quite soon, possibly. So definitely now is the right time to go for it and work towards this. So thank you so much for watching, pile one. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Welcome to your next relationship pick a card reading for all of you who chose pile 2. So let's get started and see who is your next boyfriend or girlfriend. And we have the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like this is somebody who could be in between two things in their life. They're kind of juggling two parts of their life when you meet them. So they could be transitioning from one job to another, and they're kind of in the middle where they need to tie loose or lose ties in their one job before they can properly focus on the other job. Or they could be moving to your location, so maybe they are in a process of selling their one home and buying a new home. Or they could be somebody who has a lot of projects in their life, at least two big things they're kind of juggling, so they could be a little bit busy or something like that. So it's likely somebody whom you're gonna think they have a lot of kind of balls in the air, so to speak, so a lot of different things going on, and they could be you are kind of surprised how they are able to manage all of that, since they're kind of dancing around with two kind of big responsibilities. So someone like that. On the other hand, I feel like they're good with stuff like that, so they could enjoy it, because this represents who they are. So they could be the type of person who knows how to manage two different things and can live in the kind of in between different phases. So you could also have kind of a lot of projects going on when you are together as well. So kind of they have this two life sort of scenario when you meet, so some kind of transitioning phase going on. And yeah, how you're gonna recognize them, especially. We have the Nine of Pentacles, so to you they seem like the perfect bachelor or bachelorette, like someone who's very content to be by themselves. They have, you know, a good amount of money. They could be quite independent. You know, they have even kind of free time. So I feel like this could be someone who kind of works on their own, like they're their own boss, and that can be for certain, you know, juggling different things. They could kind of work in kind of varying times, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. Maybe they have free time in the middle, sometimes they work a little bit on the weekends or stuff like that. So that could be kind of their life, a little bit of a juggle. It's not that much of a kind of 9 to 5 and stuff like that. And they really dress very sharply as well. You know, she has a beautiful gown, so even if they are a man or a guy, you know, they dress like they, you know, they have clean clothes, they look really good, they look really smart. They could enjoy you know, nature. They could like, you know, bird watching and, you know, going out to the gardens, and they could really like to go outdoors as well. And they have kind of, if they are an outdoorsy person, they, you know, have the good gear, you know, all the kind of good brand stuff. So, you know, stuff like that. So they are very well prepared to anything, even if it's kind of yard work or, you know, hiking or something like that. But yeah, independent financially, doing really great, has time for relaxation and leisure as well, which of course means they have time for you, I would say. Well, how are you likely to meet or where? We have the Emperor. So, yeah, this could be big institutions, could definitely be a workplace. You could meet them through an emperor. So, there could be this very mature, older man who's going to introduce you to each other, or sort of a father figure type of person. So, for some of you, your father could find this candidate for you, maybe. Or, you know, this could be, you know, the CEOs and stuff like that. Um, so it could definitely be through someone quite powerful you're gonna meet, and definitely can be through a workplace, I would say, because this is the big foundations, and this, I would say, is even the society. So something like that, really. Organizations, groups, clubs, organizations, something like that is how you're gonna meet. Or, you know, anything that you're doing kind of as the duty of a citizen. So if you're going to, you know, vote or something like that, you could meet them over there. Stuff like that. So, and also I would see how you're gonna meet is, we have the emperor, so they definitely decide. So I feel like this could be them in their power, definitely coming after you. So they are definitely going to pursue you, because the emperor, he is highly masculine and mature, and, you know, they, you know, make their own rules. So I feel like for certain they're the one who's gonna notice you and, you know, come after you. So it's going to happen kind of in their terms. So I would just, you know, advise you to, you know, live your best life, because they are going to notice you. And as well, yeah, I see this message here that they could definitely be their own boss, since we have the emperor here. And then they could be kind of, yeah, I feel like their own boss in their life, and have kind of this powerful status in some way. So, when are you likely to meet? And we have the Six of Wands. What a fun card. So, Six of Wands could even literally mean 6 weeks, I would say. So, 6 weeks from seeing this video could be a potential time. This can also mean when it's a time for celebration or some kind of, yeah, something like a celebration. So it could be a parade, could definitely be summertime. This definitely makes me feel like summer. Then as well, it can be when there's some type of victory and you're celebrating a hero, so to speak. So maybe some of your local teams wins a game, and then kind of the city or the town or your country is celebrating, you know, time like that. Could be, you know, when you're gonna meet them, or if there's gonna be like big sporting events or anything like that, big concerts coming to your town, stuff like that. A time or cause for celebration is when you're going to meet them, and there's likely to be someone who's highly, popular, well noticed, or something like that. Or this can be a time when you achieve something and you are kind of being noticed and popular. Then they could see you and kind of like, wow, who is she or here, stuff like that. So a time when you reach some kind of milestone and you celebrate it could also be the time when you get noticed by this person. And what is the strength of your relationship? We have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like the strength could be fast communication. It could be like, yeah, you could be really mentally on the same level, good communicators, and your relationship kind of moves kind of fast. So I feel like there's hardly going to be ghosting or stuff like that. It's going to move forward. But of course, the Knight of Swords is quite well, it can be quite quick energy, very quick energy, so maybe take that as a warning as well. But as a strength, if it comes as a strength, I would say, very well keeping in touch, and this person really likes you, they are coming in really fast. And if there's any bad news coming towards you, you know how to handle it for sure. If it's this is the strength. What's the weakness or challenge of your relationship? I would say King of Pentacles. So very funny to see King of Pentacles as a challenge, but I feel like, well, I really like King of Pentacles, but maybe as a challenge, this can mean that maybe at times you see them as a little bit too traditional, they could be a little bit stubborn, and maybe, King of Pentacles, he's not the King of Wands, he could be, maybe you find them a little kind of boring, so to speak, but these types of guys make the great partners, great husbands, great fathers, and they have their finances together. So that definitely are really important qualities to have, especially in a long-term partner and in a long-term relationship. So, but yeah, maybe it's just sometimes you feel like they are maybe too traditional, or maybe they are too kind of strict with their money. They definitely have a good amount of wealth and prosperity. So but maybe they are really kind of like want to make a plan how to spend it and save and stuff like that. Maybe they could have more fun, in your opinion. So that could be the challenge kind of in your life, to find the balance between kind of taking care of the family, of course, but also to having maybe a budget for having fun. And what's the potential of your relationship? And we have the Justice card. So, or is this the Justice? Well, anyways, I feel like lost for words today. I don't know, I don't understand why, but anyway, I feel like there's gonna be some kind of culmination to your relationship, some sort of truth coming out and stuff like that. So I feel like this can even mean that your relationship is going to kind of, there's going to be a time of make it or break it, kind of, will we get married or won't we get married, will we have children or won't we have children, or stuff like that, will we move in together or won't we move in together. So kind of phases in your relationship where it's kind of a big kind of decisions, and then there's gonna be kind of this judgment. Judgment is the name of this card. So judgments, how it's gonna go and stuff like that. And since we have the judgment, it has the legal side of it, so could definitely have a legal bond with this person, so living together or getting married even, stuff like that, I would say. And a lot of communication, I would definitely say, since we have the judgment. So it's kind of the, so to speak, the truth coming out. So that's especially good. So somehow a revealing relationship, if I can say. But yeah. Then, and especially major arcana, so it's always big to get a major arcana in your relationship. Oh, what a lovely card. Physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Oh my gosh, I love this card. So beautiful. So we can see that this lady is half stone, and when he's kissing her hand, she kind of turns alive. So for many of you, maybe you have been single AF, maybe you have been single for a really long time, and you may be feeling that you have kind of turned to stone, that you don't even remember what it's like to be in a relationship or have someone love you and hug you and maybe kiss your hand and the romantic stuff. So I feel like there is going to be a moment in this relationship, especially in the beginning, where there's some kind of physical touch that's going to really send the signal that you kind of love this person or they love you. So it could be a kiss to a hand, or it could be them holding your hand, it could be a dance, it could be a hug, some kind of physical touch that's going to really mean a lot to you. And especially I would say the physical side of this relationship will be there, and it's gonna be so romantic. So a lot of hugging, cuddling on the couch together, watching the movie, kisses, holding hands and stuff like that. The romantic physical gestures will be there. So I absolutely love this card. It's so beautiful for you, Pile, to have this. Absolutely so gorgeous, and you are going to feel like your heart chakra opens when you're with this person. So romantic, so beautiful. The next card you have, spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. What a beautiful card here. So yeah, I feel like it kind of goes together with this. So you are going to have a lot of quality time together. So you're gonna hang out, well, on a date it could be, or even at home. So you really appreciate in this relationship spending time together, even if it's not doing much. Sometimes you go out and have fun, but you also enjoy just hanging out at home and just knowing the other person is around you or sleeping next to you, even if you're not talking to each other all the time or stuff like that. So a lot of quality time together, what really beautiful, and a lot of like listen and talk to each other. So I feel like a lot of good communication between you enjoy talking to each other, so you highly likely have a good mental connection and a good friendship as well as the base of your relationship. So that's definitely really good, and I feel like you're gonna enjoy the comforts of life as well. So you're gonna have a nice home, you're gonna go to nice restaurants, nice cafes, you enjoy art galleries and the quality of things. So I feel like that's the type of activities you're gonna do together. And then we have this boat that they're kind of kissing each other. So I feel like you're gonna do the romantic stuff, maybe go on a cruise, or do you know the love boats kind of in some old time amusement parks, that you go to the love boat and then it kind of goes around some lake or something like that. So I feel like there's gonna be romantic small romantic events like that in your relationship. Next we have study. So I feel like you can learn a lot in this relationship as well. I feel like you could meet them through studies, or they could be they could work as a professor as well. I would say they could definitely be a professor, but I feel like there's something you're gonna learn, or you are going to, if you are a student in a university or stuff like that. So you can meet them through there, or there's definitely an aspect of learning in this relationship, and it can mean that during your relationship one of you are going to go for higher studies or something like that. So definitely study, you are going to learn something from them. Then we have shield yourself, protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. So yeah, I feel like there is here an advice for you to, now you don't need to tolerate any kind of negative energies or negative thoughts. So I feel like when you meet this person, maybe sort of keep it to yourself. So you don't want everyone else judging your partner or knowing about it too fast, because people can be jealous and stuff like that. I also feel like you could learn how to protect yourself during this relationship, so they could really kind of teach you kind of how to have a good boundaries, or that's what you're going to learn in this relationship. But somehow I do see a message that maybe if you have any if there's any kind of I don't know, they could have, like, this could be anything, but I feel like there's gonna be a part where you kind of has to protect yourself or your relationship, because if they have a difficult relative or you have one, maybe you just kind of need to find a way how to not let them influence this relationship too much as well. So, and yeah, don't fall for harsh or fear-based energies. So now is not the time to think about the worst. You can really do this practice that they're saying, that vision a cocoon of healing light around you. So that's going to really work as a shield. And what picture do we have in here? I don't know if that's a lion or what is that, some kind of beast over there. So don't let the scary beast of negative thoughts get to you. So there is something like this, maybe you are battling with this right now, so just maybe do this practice right now, so it's going to help you manifest this person. And yeah, remember this when you come together, there could be a challenging aspect to your relationship for sure. Meditation brings answers. So yeah, I feel like if you have any questions regarding meeting this person or anything in your relationship, just now, or if you need to decide something, just know that go within and you will know the answer. So and this can also mean that through kind of communicating, talking to each other, you are going to kind of meet kind of find the solution to any situation. So something like that's going to be here. And yeah, for some of you, I have no idea how this could be right now, but I feel like this is for an advice for you right now. If you have any kind of worries or something regarding this person, if they're good to you, just know that go within and think about it properly and things will turn out good, I feel. Then we have the leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. I love this card as well. This is and this could relate to this meditation brings answers for sure. So if you have any kind of, like, you go into this relationship is going to be a leap for sure. Like, you feel like you're jumping into the unknown. You haven't been there before and stuff like that. There's some aspect that's going to take courage for you. So but the universe is saying it's going to support you. So it's going to require you to jump into the unknown, and the universe will then match the energy, because that's how it goes. You have to kind of change, and then the energies your life has to kind of match that. So that's what it is. And also I feel like this relationship is going to help you to take that leap in your life into something completely new that might even scare you a little bit. So it's going to be very powerful and changing like that. I love this card. This is really beautiful in my opinion, because it says that universe is going to support you, and in this context the relationship, your partner is definitely going to support you. And as a time frame, we have wait. So it could mean that right now you have been in a waiting period, or right now there's not the time to leave just yet, or you need to kind of leave soon. But first I feel like there is something you need to kind of decide first, to know first, and then you can go into this relationship and have the leap. So right now there you can know what this is for you. Maybe you know that maybe first I need to do this and that, and then you're ready. But also I feel like for this relationship, this wait card can mean that you are not gonna jump into different conclusions too fast and stuff like that. This could be an answer to kind of think about it before you react, if there's anything like that. So yeah, I feel like that's a good advice for you kind of to think before you react. If you are somebody a little bit with a quick temper or something like that, just know that with this person you might want to kind of pace yourself a little bit, and after that, once you have cooled down, calmed down, then it's the time to discuss. And this could be telling about the person as well. So they could be like this, someone really patient, someone who's not gonna jump into conclusions and stuff like that. Anyway, seems really Nice for you, Pile 2. So I hope you enjoyed this pick a card reading, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Welcome to your next relationship pick a card reading for all of you who chose Pile 3. So let's get started and see who your next boyfriend or girlfriend is. And we have the strength card. So there's somebody who has this inner strength about them. They handle any challenges, with that quiet wisdom. They have this peaceful way about them, how they can tame the lion, even if someone tries to challenge them or, lusts them or something, they have that gentle way to handle even the difficult or challenging situations and people. So this is really great card to get. As a person, I really like it. They could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I would say. And as well, this is really great. Very good, like inner strength about them. So that is especially great to have in a partner, I would say. If there becomes a challenging time in your relationship, they know how to keep calm, how to handle things, they know how to comfort you and stuff like that. I do feel like they are gonna be like my rock type of person. So I feel like your next partner in your next relationship, Pile 3, is going to be your rock, someone you can really rely upon, to lean towards. If you have any challenges, they know how to help you, how to handle it in a peaceful way. So they are not going to give any kind of drama, or kind of, they are not going to insert fear into you. They are someone quite on the contrary, know how to support you and protect you in a calm, mature way. I love that. So how are you going to recognize them? Three of Swords. So how are you going to recognize them? Maybe they are really good at handling heartbreak. So maybe you could meet them when you are going through some challenges, or maybe they're gonna tell you about a heartbreak in their life, and maybe that is why they are so strong nowadays. Someone who they have experienced great heartbreak in their life. Maybe they were previously married, maybe they lost someone they really cared for, maybe they had an injury, maybe they had to have surgery or something like that. They have a challenging or painful period in their life, and maybe they're gonna share about that with you, and that's how you're gonna connect. Something, they're gonna tell something really meaningful, really kind of what was painful to you. They trust you with that. So that's something that may be going to deepen your connection right from the start. So they have this kind of, them, that they have this kind of challenging period in their past. So it could be in their youth or just more recently, but that's how you're going to recognize them, I feel like. For some reason, I do see that maybe they could be a surgeon as a job even, or make some minor kind of surgeries even. I feel like as a job. So it could be a doctor, not necessarily, but these are just some messages that I get. And they could be someone who's really great at mending broken hearts. So they could be therapists or stuff like that. How aware are you likely to meet? And we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're gonna meet, how aware. Two of Pentacles, this is kind of juggling two things. So I feel like you're gonna meet in a place where there's a lot going on. Could be in the workplace for sure, career life, because we have the Pentacles. So it could be in a new workplace if you're, kind of changing jobs, or if you're carrying some kind of heavy load. So maybe you could be even shopping and you have a lot of bags to carry. Maybe they helped you to carry them. Something like that is how you're likely to meet or where. And I feel like this just looks quite funny to me, that since they're kind of juggling this. So could be if you enjoy circus or stuff like that, you could be going to have a kind of a look at some kind of show or performance where someone does something really kind of crazy, balancing out. So that could be how you meet as well. So, or you could even meet two ways at time. This happened to me one time when I met somebody on a kind of dating app and in the real life at the sort of same time. So it could be something really funny, weird like that as well. So that could be that for sure. since we have the Pentacles, I do feel like it could be more in the professional field, or something that you could be shopping for home decor or something like that. You're gonna build the foundations of your life, but this is definitely being in between two worlds. So something in sort of transition type of way you are going to meet. And when are you likely to meet? We have the Justice, and I feel like this is the same card that the pile 1 got as timing. So I feel like this could be October for sure, since this is the season of Libra. So look into the fall season, and also we have the balancing act. So once maybe you are able to balance something out, that's when you're gonna meet and where. So I feel like these could come a little bit together as a message here. So I feel like something needs to be kind of sorted, and that's when you're going to meet them, because the Justice always trumps kind of minor arcana like that. So yeah, and this could be through some kind of legal ways you could meet them. So if you are handling any kind of legalities, or if you are handling any kind of important papers or something like that, that's probably likely how and when you're gonna meet. So you could especially you could meet them in a bank or something like that. Maybe you're handling your finances or stuff like that, so you are getting your kind of things in order. So in a time period like that you could meet them. So yeah, so if you have any kind of inheritance stuff coming to you, or any kind of you need to get sorted about your finances or your possessions, stuff like that, that's how and when you are likely to meet this person. And they could be really wise with that. So for some of you, this could even be a lawyer, I would say. So yeah. And what is the strength of your relationship, part 3? We have the Emperor. So Emperor is a really good card in my opinion as the strength of a relationship, because this is the leader of the family. This is the leader of the kingdom. He's the emperor. He's higher than the kings even. So highly masculine kind of father figure type of person. So he could become the father of your future children. They could be really good at leading your family, and making sure you have everything you need, nice place to stay, nice home, children have everything they need, you have everything you need, and they are really solid partner. And they could be like really really kind of traditional, or they have their they know how to take their responsibilities and carry them. And your relationship is really gonna go far, very likely. So at least there's this potential to have this sort of kind of kingdom together. So really good solid foundation financially and every way possible in your relationship. So that's it. That's a big strength in your relationship. And what's the challenge in your relationship? We have the King of Swords. So yeah, it could be that maybe they're a little bit harsh with their words. If we have this as a challenge, they could be really kind of like have their they could be really decisive about what they think, and maybe it's hard to change that. Or there could be something regarding communications that is a little bit challenging. So and since this is the king, he is quite mature with the communication. So I would say maybe they are a little bit like hard to convince them to for different ideas. If you would like to get something, they could be quite hard to change their minds. So because they are somebody quite they have a lot of life experience, they have had time to think, and they know themselves really well. So I feel like that could be a little bit of a challenge if you have different kind of views. So I would just suggest, if you're a woman, to use your kind of the power of suggestion maybe with him, to make him kind of think that some idea is coming from him, that it's his idea, and that's how you're gonna get your way, I feel like. So that's a funny message. And the potential of your relationship, or the likely outcome. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is going to be a very passionate relationship. I feel like it's gonna be spicy, yeah, highly creative, fun creative things you're gonna do together, start new exciting projects. You could start a business together, or you could have a common hobby, very likely that you're both gonna be really excited about. So if you like a common sport, or you know, you like travel or stuff like that, you're gonna be inspired about the same things, and you're gonna spark, you know, have the spark for something common in your relationship. And definitely the, you know, romantic, or the, you know, more sensual side of your relationship is going to be always very surprising. Have, you know, you're gonna come up with new things, so you know how to spice things up. And if your relationship becomes quite, you know, dull, sometimes you know how to bring the, you know, romance and the, you know, sexiness in your relationship again. So that's amazing to have here. And since we have the Ace of Wands, it can of course mean potential of having children in the future. But yeah, let's see what else we have. Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So yeah, I feel like maybe some of you, pile 3, could be feeling that, what do I need to do to get this relationship? How do I lead and stuff like that? I feel like this is telling you to more lean onto your feminine energy, pile 3, and allow them to kind of sweep you off your feet, because here it looks like he's kind of, they're dancing or something like that, and she's kind of like bending like that. So allow them to sweep you off your feet, and you relax and be more on your feminine energy. And you know, be the woman if you are a woman in your relationship. Allow them to kind of um, lead and unfold the relationship. It's going to come together quite maybe slowly and naturally. Like there doesn't have to be any kind of conversation like, where is this going, and you're gonna know it's going to unfold naturally, and this is how your relationship is gonna start and go forward. So that is beautiful, I would say. And you know, YouTube is full of kind of videos and advice on how to be more feminine and attract a high caliber partner, for sure, because he is quite masculine and high caliber, I would say. So maybe look at those videos. There could be some tips for you. And yeah, I feel like this relationship is also going to help you to lean more towards your feminine energy. So that's beautiful. And then we have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So it's highly likely that you, all of you watching this battery, you are you are single right now. It's even possible you're not dating anyone right now, but you could be very soon. And it is like, now you need to enjoy the present moment, you know, focus on the good things and exciting things in your life right now, but have the vision of the future, what type of partner you want to have, what type of relationship you want to have, what type of castle you want, you know, what is the dream of your life, you know. So have kind of that princess fantasy for yourself, dream about it, have it visualized, but live strongly in the present moment and heed the good things and opportunities right now. So there's a message and advice for you to manifest this relationship. Then we have signs. So you are definitely receiving signs about this partnership right now. So definitely that's going to require you, pile 3, to be in the present moment and kind of notice your surroundings and what's happening, because I feel like there is a sign that's going to come to you. It could be an opportunity, a message, something that someone says through music or something. You are going to receive a sign regarding this relationship. And law of attraction, relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. So yeah, well, first of all, law of attraction, I feel like this reading is here telling you to practice law of attraction and also reminding you that you are always manifesting. So right now, you know, there could be, you feel like something that the type of person you liked before, you don't really resonate anymore, and you need to kind of change the type of people you date or something like that. You want something different now. Maybe you have grown, you're not the teenage girl anymore, you are a grown woman now, you want a real man, for example, or something like that, and you need to have different priorities. So yeah, so I feel like this is what's happening for you, and maybe that is why kind of the reason why you need to plan what you actually want from your future partner. And you know, manifest it, practice the law of attraction. So I feel like things are changing in your life right now, pile 3, and that's also the reason why you're going to manifest maybe a new type of partner, I would say. Then we have get more information. So there is something you need to know about somebody, or before you go into something, or there's just aspect about you where you need to learn. And maybe for some of you, this is the advice. Maybe you want to learn more about this feminine energy and how you can, utilize it in your love life and dating life to be more successful. Or if you are getting to know someone, it's just telling you to really get to know them first before jumping to conclusions, or before um, you know no, not make any hasty decisions. Don't judge them too quickly, but also don't throw yourselves at them too soon either. So really you need to learn a little bit more when you meet this person. So careful information is really important for you. Then we have the get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So very likely you pile 3 up empaths, and as well as the law of attraction card said that you are highly sensitive to energies, and you could really enjoy or benefit, I would say, benefit from going to nature, and that's going to clear your energy from the hectic things in your life, the work stuff, the school stuff, all the running errands and stuff. So yeah, that's going to help you kind of clear yourself and be more ready to receive this new partner in your life. And if you're highly sensitive, it's just telling you, it's important you to have this time to realign yourself every once again. And I am definitely an empath, and I would say I'm highly sensitive as well. So I definitely feel like my life is quite busy, but I have to have this balance, this me time, and then I kind of feel reborn. So I feel like you need to take notice of this card as well. So also I feel like this person could be kind of, this relationship could help you be more grounded in your life. So that's absolutely beautiful. And not the right time we have for timing. So yeah, I just think it's saying like don't be too soon. So right now maybe there is something you need to get more information before this relationship is gonna come to you. And as well as I sense this energy that where you are kind of rethinking your kind of what you want from your love life and relationships. It's just now is the time for you to get that vision for you really clear, and then you can manifest this person. So yeah, if you are kind of like, your energies are shifting, it's like they're not going to show up right away, but once you are more grounded and in yourself, that's the likely timing. And since we have these balancing cards, I just feel like there is something, it could be this realignment within yourself by 3, that you need to kind of come to the new you, so to speak. So you are being reborn, becoming a new woman or a man, so to speak, and then this new type of partnership is going to unfold for you. So I really hope you enjoyed this relationship reading, this pick a card reading, and I really hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.